Let's get that off of there. Okay. So let's go to what we were talking about on. Oh, here it is. All right. So we'll just scroll down here a little bit and get another triangle here. Actually, you know what? We could do this one, I think. So we'll take this off. And here we have a right triangle. And I forget. So let's pull this. Let's pull canvas up over here. So we have them both going here. But I forget what this is. I think I told you. Was the hypotenuse 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hypotenuse is 15 and
Yeah.
the leg is 7.
Okay. So the hypotenuse is 15. So what do I have to do? Which side of this triangle gets 15? Basically. Okay. I'm going to mark. I'm gonna highlight them. So I have the red side, the blue side, and the green side. Which one gets marked 15? Maren? The blue side. Yep, that's the hypotenuse. Remember our little trick to find the hypotenuse, everybody? Okay. You start at the right angle, go to the side directly across. That's the hypotenuse. Okay. This is side C, and it's 15. Are we okay with that? Now, does it matter what leg I mark? What was it? Does it matter what leg I mark 7? I don't think it does it? Okay, so the left one or the bottom one? Bottom. A or B, Evie? B. Okay, so we're going to have B equals 7, and we're going to find side A. Are we okay with that? All right, so let's set this up. Start with the Pythagorean theorem. So we have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All right, and then plug in your numbers. All right, so A squared, we don't know that one. Okay, B squared is what? What's B? Yeah, so we have A squared plus 7 squared equals 15 squared, right? All right. 7 squared is 49. So A squared plus 49 equals 225, right? Okay. We're going to how we solve for A squared? We're going to get A squared by itself. Okay. Who remembers? Lily? So try 49 from each side. I have to see that step on both sides of your equal sign, okay? Or I can't give you full credit for that. Okay. So it's 1 point basically for this stuff right here, and it's 1 point for the work, and then 1 point for the correct answer. Okay. That's how these are going to be assessed. This is how they're going to be graded on your assessment. 3 points altogether. So that cancels out. I have A squared. What is 225 minus 49? Raise your hand. Help me out with that, please. Okay, good. Madeline? 176.
Yeah.
Confirmation?
It's 176.
That's okay. 176. All right. Is 176 the perfect square number? Because the next thing I have to do is take square roots, right? Those cancel out. I left with A. If it is not a perfect square number, I need to approximate it to the nearest tenth. Okay. So did you guys put that in your calculator? Charlie?
13.2.
Is it 13.2 or 13.3?
13.3.
Okay, yeah, it'd be 13.3. Are everybody okay with that? 13.3 what? Inches. Okay. And there's our final answer. Okay. Good job. Any questions on this one? Everybody good? Okay. Excellent. We're going to go ahead then and get rid of that. And we'll get to our note page from the other day. That's square roots. Sorry about that. Let's go down here. There we go. All right. Now, was this? Did you guys get to this problem the other day? Did you guys start it? You guys finished it? Good. Is this the one I was supposed to check? We kind of ran out of time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do a quick check on it real quick. I'm going to go through this one really fast. All right. So here's what we know. This one is side C, right here. There's the right angle, right? I'm going to call this 4. I'm going to call that side. Let's call it side A. Why not? Okay. So there's A, and we're going to find B. So we're going to use Pythagorean theorem again. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 4, so 4 squared plus B squared equals 10 squared. Everybody okay with their check so far? I get 16 plus B squared equals 100. I'm going to subtract 16 from each side. So I'm going to do a subtraction there and a subtraction there. I get B squared equals 84. So far, so good, everyone? Yes? Okay. And we're going to do square roots. I get B equals the square root of 84. Now, is 84 a perfect square number, kids? Is 84 a perfect square number? It is not. Okay? So we need to approximate it. And if I do that on my calculator, I believe I get B to be approximately 9.2. Is that good? Good. All right. Did you notice that on the last one I used wavy lines instead of an equal sign? Okay. The wavy lines represent approximately in mathematics. Okay. When we use wavy lines, we're saying that something's approximately that value. Okay. I will not count off if you just say B equals 9.2. I will give you full credit for that. All right. I'm not worried about that at all. All right. But officially, formally, we have to use that different symbol there to show that it's an approximate value, not an exact value. Okay. All right. Any questions then? Good. Let's take a look at some story problems today. All right. So you're going to want to get these in your notes. We're going to start with this one right here. Okay. Get this one down in your notes, and then we're going to talk about it. As you get this ready to go, one of the things you talked about your homework problems being a little challenging. One of the things that your book likes to do versus homework problems is I like to put important information in the picture. Okay. So, for example, I believe on the golf problem, just so I can remember correctly, I believe that the ball ended up 180 yards away from where he hit the ball. Okay, but the direct distance from the hole to the tee is 181 yards. Okay, that's probably your missing number you need for your setup. Okay, and then you find that missing part of your triangle from where the ball is to the hole, that little leg there. Okay, so that might help you on that one. The tennis one, I think, is somewhat similar. There's some information given to you from the picture that's not in the problem. Okay, this book likes to do that. Like put important information with the picture and not put it in the problem. So check the picture again when you go back to do this tomorrow and submit it. You're going to be submitting this assignment tomorrow. Okay, check it out. Let me know. I'm also going to put up the next assignment also, so you can have a good start on that one if you get there today. Okay. I think you're going to find that one's not going to be too difficult. You guys got this down? Okay. How about you guys have a quick 30-second discussion on what sides are A, B, and C? Okay. And how can we use what we've been talking about to define the red distance? That's what we're looking for, the red length. Okay, on this shape. Everybody good with that? Take a minute, discuss with your group mates, and let it eavesdrop. Go. So that's a little sure you have.
The red line is actually. I think we measured red line somehow.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice too. Done that in a long time. Let's see what we got here. All right, we'll talk to Madeline. Okay, Madeline, were you able to figure out if any of these sides were the Lego hypotenuse for us?
We discussed that the hypotenuse was the red line.
Okay. Okay, so the claim is that the hypotenuse is the red line. Who agrees or disagrees with that? Who agrees that the red line is the hypotenuse? Okay, so were you able to figure out that this diamond shape is composed of two right triangles? Very good. Yeah, and we only need to fill in the information for one of them to get it figured out. But it doesn't matter which one because the sides are the same, so it doesn't matter which one we fill it in for. Good. Good. All right. The thing we're going to have to do on some of these, in fact, we might practice this a little bit on Monday, is you might have to actually draw a picture of this situation, of a situation given to you, or complete a picture to get credit for a problem on the assessment, okay? So you need to make sure you can draw the picture. So when you have application problems, okay, like you do on this assessment, draw the pictures of them on your paper so you get practice with that, all right? Okay, so we're going to find, so that means the red line is what value, kids? A, B, or C? C. Okay, very good. And that means in the black lines, okay, the legs then are what value? And how long are they? Well, it says the distance between each base is 90 feet.
So C is 9.
No. It says the distance between each base is 90 feet.
Oh, so they're all the sides.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's 90 and that's 90. Okay? You guys figure out how to find C and do it. Go. All right? I'm going to come by and see if you guys can figure it out. I'm going to check it. So once you get your theorem set up, okay? Once you get your work set up before you start solving it, I'm going to come by and get a quick check, okay? So when you're ready for me to check it, get your hand up. That's it, Charlie. Good job. Okay? Put your numbers in where they go. But that's it, yeah. Yep, there you go. That's it, Monica. Good job, okay? All right? Monica and Charlie can check the yellow group at this point. Lily can check the green group at this point, and I'm going to come over here to the blue group. Malcolm's got it set up right. Nice job. So does Evan. Good. Good. All right, good job. Okay, I like what I'm seeing from everybody. That's wonderful. Okay, so we need to do our work now. Let's do it. I'm gonna maybe. Oh, I don't have enough room there. So let's do it this way. Let's put it right down here. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I have 90 squared plus 90 squared equals c squared plus 90 squared. 8,100. Okay. All right, I'm going to continue this work up here. So I'm just going to do a little continuation arrow up there. All right. Add those together, I believe it is 16,200. Is that correct? All right. What do I do from here? Help me out. Hand it in the air. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Charlie. Of both sides, right? If I only see one square root, I'd have to take off a half point. Does everybody understand that? I have to see square roots on both sides. This is an equation. You're solving it. You have to see the same work on both sides of the equal sign, okay? Make sure that happens. I do not want to have to take off any silly points, okay? So don't let that be you. So I get C equals the square root of 16,200. And what is that to the nearest 10? Monica, do you have it? 1 decimal place. Is it 0.2 or 0.3? Say again.
0.3?
It is 0.3. Remember how to round it? If you look at the next number, if it's 5 or higher, 5 to 9, you round the previous one up 1 level. So it's 127.3. Okay? Everybody good with that? So 127.3, I get feet, right? Is that good? Okay. Any questions on that, everybody? Wonderful. Nice job. Everybody good with that? Perfect. Okay. We'll go ahead and call this one done, and we'll move on to the next one. All right. Here's the next one. Will a 55-inch TV that is 27 inches tall fit on a shelf that is 50 inches wide? Okay. Now, before we get started in here, okay, does anybody in here know how people measure television sets? Okay. With the ruler. Well, you could use a ruler, but do you know how you get TVs in different sizes, right? Like you get 55 or 70 or 85 or whatever it might be. Pretty soon you might even get a 100-foot one. Who knows, right? 100-inch, not 100-foot, but 100-inch. Okay? So, do you guys know how they're measured? They're measured by the length of the diagonal. You know what the diagonal is? The corner to opposite corner distance. Yeah. Okay? So they're measured by this length right here. So when you see like an advertisement for a 55-inch TV, that's the measure of that red line. Okay, that I just put on here on your picture. Okay? So you need to draw the picture, fill out the rest of the information on it. I'm going to give you guys a chance to work this one on your own for a couple of minutes. Okay? And if you want me to check your setup before you start solving it, I'll be more than happy to. Okay? So what you're trying to figure out here is, would this television fit on this shelf? Okay? So the shelf is 50 inches wide. All right? We can figure out this TV will sit on this shelf and be okay. That's what we're trying to figure out. All right?
So pretty much we're just trying to find one leg.
That's correct. All right? Make sure you're using the correct numbers. If you want me to check it with you, I can. Okay? That's get checked, make sure things are in the right place, and then not have to repeat the problem again if you make a mistake. All right?
Is this right?
This is your long side, right? Because your right angle's down here in the corner. So is this your leg or hypotenuse? So you even marked this. You even marked this seat, didn't you? So that it's good. That's okay. Make the switch and you're good. That's correct.
Okay.
I do. I'm not going to tell you just yet. Okay. Hold on that thought there, Charlie, okay? We're going to talk about your groups in a second. What's up, Willie? Okay. So I told you that it's the diagonal length, right? What is it? Okay. Plug that in. Make sure you plug in the 55 where it goes. And you get another dimension of the TV too. Okay. There you go. Now, you were told that it is 27 inches tall, right? Okay. Bingo. Good job. Now, 55 is the diagonal distance. Okay. So it needs to get you out of this box. Okay. Good. Now set up, Tyler. You got it figured out. Good job. There's 10. Yep. And there's 10. Okay. All right. Hold up here, Madeline. Just a second here. Back up a minute. Okay. We talked that 55 was the length of the diagonal, right?
Oh.
Should we discuss that? Okay. Yeah.
I set up right.
Where did 25 come from?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, it's from 7. I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. It happens all the time. If somebody writes on the wrong number, that's what we have to go back and double check. Okay.
I think I'm doing this right.
All right. Group mates can check their answers with the groups. Make sure you guys are all on the same page.
Yeah, I actually someone did it right. You did.
Well, as long as it's fine, I mean, we're all right.
Wait, did I do this fine?
I will tell you in just a second. I understand that. But so does everybody else.
We all did the same.
We did.
You think you did it right?
I don't think I got it right.
You don't think you did?
No, I don't think I did.
You don't think you got it right?
No,
What's the final answer?
32. What?
Let's think on this right.
I think you might be closer than you think you are.
Wait, what?
Then how did I get 32? I do not win. You miscalculated something. No, it's still.
Did you do, what did you get from 55 squared? What did you do for 50? Did you do? Oh, there
And
you
you said
go.
that was correct.
I did?
Yeah.
No, I was talking about that this was C. I wasn't talking about that it was 50.
I said so the 50 goes right, you said yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw 55. That's my mistake. Okay. My mistake. Your setup was perfect though. That's the way you get to set up. You just got to just put your number in and recalculate. Okay. All right. What's up, Amelia?
Okay, I switched my numbers.
You did. Let's see what you got. That might be more like it. Okay? That might be more like it. Tyler, how you doing? You're doing great so far. How you get your b squared by itself? Minus this on both sides. Yep. 729 from both sides. Yep. Okay. Show your algebra. Okay. Evie? We're going to check it in just a second. You guys ready to see if you're right? Okay. Let's do it. So the diagonal is 55, right? So you would have to actually finish this picture. I would give you what you see, and then you have to finish the picture. Okay? On your assessment. Draw your right angle in. This would be side C, right? You're told the height is 27. Okay, that could be A or B. Which one you want to call it, Lillian? A. Okay. So that means we're going to find this distance here. That's B, right? All right, I'm going to switch now to A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Oh, that was a little too thick. Okay, so I have 27 squared plus B squared equals 55 squared. I need some help here. Is 27 squared 729? 729? Okay. 729. And I have no idea what 55 squared is. Any help? 3,000.
25.
3,025. Okay. All right. So far, so good? Okay. Now subtract your 729 from each side. Here. And there. Okay. Those cancel out. I get b squared. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go up here just so we have a little bit more room to finish up. We got b squared equals what?
2,026.
Okay with that? Okay. Take square roots. And I get b is it 47 point something? 47.9. So, is that the final answer? No. Okay. Okay. What? What up? What does the question ask?
Yes, it will stay on the shelf.
Okay. Does the TV fit on the shelf? How long is it? How wide is it?
50 inches.
The shelf's 50. The TV's 47.9. It should fit.
It's just right.
An inch on each side for extra measure, right? Okay, so it's good to go. All right. Okay, everybody go with that? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put another one up here. Just take a picture of it. We're not going to do it in class today, okay? So just take a picture of it. Okay? This is actually a true story. You know what? I actually did. I did. So I needed to know how far out my light string would be, so I knew if I had enough space or I have to ask the neighbor for permission to put light strings in his yard. And it actually worked out that it all stayed in my yard, so it worked out fine. Okay? But I actually do this every Christmas. I put 12 light strings on my flagpole. But I have a telescoping flagpole, so I can bring it down and up, raise it down and up. So then I can just change it over to a Christmas tree for the holidays. Yep, and then I put a spider web on it for Halloween, too. A spider web. All right, you got this one down? This is one for you to do if you need extra practice, okay? We're going to switch gears now a little bit. Start looking at something else, all right? All right, so I want you guys to try to help me out here. I have this problem here on my screen, okay? I want you to try to tell me how long the red segment is, okay? How long is the red segment? This is just a discussion question right now, okay? So just try to talk to your group mates for a couple of minutes, and let's see if we can get some possible answers here, okay? So if you notice, we're back on the coordinate plane. Everybody's favorite place to be, right? Okay, not really, right? That's okay. All right, so what do we need to do to find the length of that red segment? Okay? Discuss it with your group mates. Come up with a strategy. All right, I'm going to get an answer from everybody in just a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm going to get an answer from each group. Okay, 1 minute to go. Discuss. Okay? Okay, your final answer is not going to be in order of pair. It's going to be a link. Okay, we're just going to say, you're just going to leave it as units, so we're not going to put a label with it. Okay? Maybe. What are you doing with 6? Okay, well, I got to give you a little teeny tiny clue. Think of what we've been doing last day. How can that tighten things? Okay. All right, everybody have some ideas here? Don't call on me, please. Okay. All right. I tell you what, I'm going to open the floor for discussion. Okay. What'd you try? Trish tried something. Okay.
My idea is close to it.
I'll talk to Trish, then I'll talk to Billy, then I'll talk to Charles. Okay. Trish, what'd you try?
Well, what I currently with was -2 to 4 is 6, so -1 to 3 is 4, and I know 6 and 4 have something to do with it, so there's my idea.
Okay. All right. So she said that the distance from -2 to +4 is 6 units. Okay. And the distance from -1 to +3, changing the y coordinates, is 4 units, right? So I think in a roundabout way, she incorporated maybe a little bit of ideas from when we talked about slope on the coordinate plane. How interesting is that? You see how this stuff all comes back around full circle? Isn't that amazing? All right, Amelia, how did you tackle this? Well, okay. Do you still want to share it or not? I'm not gonna force you to. You don't? You might be disappointed if it is.
It's okay. If it is, then I'm like, tell everyone it's okay.
Okay. Hey guys, I actually haven't seen Amelia's work, so I have no idea. Okay. All right. So it could be. I'm just speculating. It could be. I don't know. Okay. Hey guys, what shapes have we been using here the last day or two? What shape? What kind? Well, it's not yet. But here's what we can do. Okay? Here's what we can do. You can take one of the endpoints and take your vertical side and meet it at the same level as the other ordered pair. Okay? That's what you did. And I'm going to make this a dashed line. Okay? And then you can go across like so. Okay? Make this a dashed line, and voila, you do have a right triangle. And even more so, Trish did all the dimensions for you. Okay? Because this would be a side length now of 6, and this would be a side length of 4. Okay? So then the red segment becomes what side of the right triangle, Madeline? The hypotenuse. And now you can use the Pythagorean theorem again. Okay? All right?
I mean, I need to go up and over. So I need to be I told you that we should go. Wait, so no, but I didn't do that. With the you just called it. It has nothing to do with ordered pairs.
It does have everything to do with the order of pairs. Okay? It does. So listen up. Maren had a good question. Listen, please, ladies. Maren had a good question. She said it has nothing to do with the order of pairs. And I said, absolutely it does. Because where these points are placed, it determines the lengths of your legs. Okay? So you could either do it by subtraction. You could subtract the x coordinates and get your 6, the y coordinates and get your 4, or just count. Okay? Count levels. Okay? Lily, you act like you did that.
I said that, and they're like, no, you don't do that.
Yeah, you can do it either way. That's fine. So check it out. from here to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you get your 4. From here to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you get it. Okay? Now, my apologies. My graph isn't done very well. It's not actually on the scale. I'm going through and changing those as they come up. Next year, unfortunately, for my next year's kids, that's great. For you guys, I apologize. Okay? That's right. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting a lot more precise next year because I'm tired of having this not match up. But that's not important right now. All right, plug in your numbers. A and B don't matter. So then 4 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. Okay? So 4 squared is 16. 6 squared is 36. This equals C squared. Those add up. I believe it becomes 52. You take square roots, and you get a value for C. I hear 7.2. What do you think, kiddos? Okay. I have a thumbs up from Madeline, and I hear another confirmation, so we must be in pretty good shape. All right, so there we go, okay? All right, so here's what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to make this any more difficult, okay? You get 2 ordered pairs and a coordinate plane, connect them together, make your right triangle, get your legs. That segment that you need to find becomes the hypotenuse every single time, okay? All you have to do is you figure it there and find it. That's it, okay? And it works every time, all right? We'll do another example like this on Monday, at least another one, maybe 2. But we're also going to probably review for your assessment on Monday also. Okay? That's I don't know. We'll have to see how it's going. You need right now to prepare for it on Wednesdays. I think you guys can do it. Okay? Because you guys have been amazing so far with this stuff. Okay? We'll reevaluate on Monday. But I'm going to give you both. The goal on tomorrow is to finish the book assignment. And I'm going to give you this one on the quarter plane and at least start getting it. Okay? So then next week, for Tuesday, I can give you the review from the study guide. Okay? I think we're going to be okay. We'll revisit it on Monday. Okay? Don't worry. Don't. Take a deep breath, Lily. You're going to be okay, I think. Okay? All right? All I'm asking is to try practicing some of these. Okay? If we need a little bit more practice on it, I might be able to get it to Friday. The only problem with that is that we need to try to get through another topic before spring break. Okay?
When is spring break?
It's coming up quick. Okay? 3 weeks away as of Friday. Okay? All right, I'm going to stop the recording. You guys are great again. And we'll pick it up from here on Monday.